This one is one of my all-time favorites because talk about a gangster. So, 69-year-old retired surgeon Scott Burke had his 80-foot yacht docked in the Nantucket harbor up in Massachusetts. The well-respected 35-year career surgeon that had a few party favors on his yacht had a couple of the DEA agents run down on his enormous 80-foot yacht, by the way. 80-foot yacht. It's so ridiculous. They ran down on his yacht when it was in the harbor, right? Because someone put in a phone call, said there was a girl. They think she's like too intoxicated, blah, blah, blah. So they run up onto his yacht, and what do they find? 43.4 grams of blow, 14.1 grams of ketamine, Special K, shout out, two pistols, a 380 and a 9mm, both Smith & Wessons. Great choice, by the way. So, of course, he immediately hires a famous attorney who this guy's name is Henry Brennan, who's a famous Boston lawyer. And he actually was the lawyer for Whitey Bulger, right? Big time guy, knows his stuff, like famous. So he takes care of it. He goes in there. They all talk about how they said he had prostitutes on there. None of these girls, that was never proven. They were just hot chicks on an 80-foot yacht. What are you talking about, right? So trying to act like these girls were like, no, we're not fucking this old man. Like, he just had his 80-foot yacht and we're out here partying. So he also has 43 grams of blow. So the court...
We didn't have to get paid to show up.
And 14 grams of ketamine. We're here to parties. Chill. Woo. So he gets in the court. The court is like, we're going to hammer this guy. So the lawyer, being the lawyer he is, then explains to them, this guy's well-respected. He's from Colorado, lives in Florida, but drives this yacht up to the Nantucket because he's a house up there. This guy's got bread all over, right? He was like, look, the real part of this is the man has a rare stage 4 cancer, terminal. He doesn't have much to live. He's out there having a good time, right? This guy has done all types of crazy work. He was the second doctor in 2010 for free to have feet on the ground in Haiti when they had that ridiculous earthquake and like all that crazy shit happened. He did surgery down there on over 150 people, and over 100 of them being little kids that he did life-saving surgeries for free in a third world country. Second doctor's feet to hit the ground down there, right? This guy's a gangster. Also was bought out. This lawyer brings out all this stuff. Sent millions of dollars to all types of institutions for the betterment of medicine without ever. He always refused a plaque, always refused his name to be put on anything. He would, because he doesn't want to be part of it. He's just this guy's the man, right? He's 70 years old. Has terminal cancer. Yeah, he has 2 kids and a wife, but he's out there partying with the hot bitches on a boat, trying to get crunk. And these guys are shitting on his parade, right?
Wait, he has terminal cancer?
Stage 4 terminal.
Oh, dude, then why even bother? Let the fucking guy go.
100%, because they wanted to hold him till trial, right? So his lawyer goes, this guy who's did all this amazing stuff, you're going to let him die of cancer in here instead of letting him go home, and we could like run this trial. It's nothing. There was no craziness, right? So of course and by the way, he did have a permit for the 2 guns, but it accidentally expired like 6 months before they got him. Guy's 70. Like, he gives a fuck. He also has terminal cancer, right? So him being this legend, I mean, let the man party, right? What would you do if you were 70 with stage 4 terminal cancer?
Here's my problem with this story. So the DEA is devoting like time and resources into this guy who like has, for up until this point, done right by the world and done right by society for that.
100%.
You know what I mean? So like, because he wants to kick off, like blow some steam off. This is just it sounds like a lot of drugs, but for rich people, it's not.
No.
You know what I mean?
Nah.
He's just got some party favors. Meanwhile, like all that weird fentanyl and trank dope and everything just like freely moves like back and forth, like into every fucking city in America and everything. You know what I mean? It's just nonsense, dude.
Yeah. I could not agree more.
Another big thing was this guy, like when they were talking about how he did this guy was such a good person. There was also points where they had almost 30 material witnesses send in letters about how every other doctor they ever went to guaranteed they needed a surgery. Otherwise they would be, really, really in bad shape. And this guy refused it because he didn't want to. He could have made a quick buck for sure. Could have made a killing on each one of these surgeries. But because he loved his patients, he was like, I really don't think you need to do this. I think like A, you need to change your diet. B, you can do this. or you could do like this guy was a straight up real person, a real doctor that we lack in society nowadays. It doesn't want to push pills on you, doesn't want to push all this BS on you. But then he has a real talk with the person, and they were like, dude, he was like a second father to me. The way he would give me advice about how to like move and shake in life and what I needed to do to help whatever was with me, instead of going right away, do this surgery, do this, which he could have made a killing with anyway, but he didn't do all that. He was the man. Like,
sounds like a stand-up guy. Let him rip lines,
dude.
100%.
Also, this guy
let him go in a K-hole.
Well, the guy legit is like, I'm going to die soon.
Mm-hmm.
I want
very soon.
I want to bang hot chicks. I want to blow shit up my nose. I want to party on an 80-foot yacht. Wait, who are we? Who are we as a society to say, no, man, live your best life. You're on the way out. Just do your thing. You're not hurting anybody.
Especially a man who didn't just not hurt anybody, saved hundreds of thousands of lives with his practice and what he did and philanthropy and everything out. Like, come on, man, what are you talking about?
If there was a thing too where it was like, hey, check mark off all these things and you can get a free pass on this,
he gets it. Front of the line.
I would say like, yes, this worked. Free pass.
100%.
Saved hundreds, gave away money, donated, saved whatever, let this guy, like, he's gonna die and he wants to party before he dies. No,
as a matter of fact,
no foul.
As a matter of fact, let me call that drug den in California that Liam did before. Let me call Jenna Starr. Let me call a couple other people, and we're gonna send them to your boat because you deserve a send off. You're a gangster.
Yep. Also, do you have room for one more?
Amen,
bro.
80-foot yacht. Yo, it said it had 4 decks. Each of them were like 60 feet wide. It had quarters for 8 guests and 2 shipmates, like captain and then like a worker. This thing must have been fantastic.
Also, if you're DEA, like he has less than a pound of total drugs, right?
Not even close to it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he has less than a pound. So if you're DEA, like this is a joke. Like this is a waste of your time.
It's a waste of our taxpayer money.
100%. Like if anything, send the locals in. And guess what?
100%.
They probably all know this guy, and they probably all have gotten saved by him.
They're like, he saved my mother. Let him go.
Yeah. What a way. They probably knew about it and were happy to do it, but like he earned it, know? God
I agree.
Bless.
Shout out to a legend, man.
Shout out. All right, let's keep it moving though. Good stuff, Steve. Love this guy. Dude, I'll tell you, hey, Hunter Biden Award nominee right there, baby. Hunter Biden Award nominee right there. That's for damn sure.
Forget that. This is a Nobel Peace Prize award-winning nominee, in my opinion.
Yeah. Do you know, hey, here's some, I don't want to get off topic, but do you know how the Nobel Peace Prize came around? You know why they call it, like, do you know why so Arthur Nobel, right? You know why he invented the Nobel Peace Prize? Do you know who he is? Because
he got a penis injection and it messed up his dong?
Nope. I believe it's Art Nobel. I could be wrong on the first name.
I think it's Arthur. No, I think you're right.
He invented dynamite, right? So his whole name was associated with this with dynamite, then went to be bombs and like all like it just evolved to whatever and caused like so much devastation, destruction, and death. So his name was associated with the guy who invented dynamite, who was like all these terrible things. So he took all his money and he created the Nobel Peace Prize. So now his name is associated with some
great stuff
who makes the world a better place.
Good, because essentially he stole that technology from the Chinese because they're who developed So whatever. They're the ones who invented gunpowder, but whatever.
Right.
I get it. Yeah.
But he's the one that made dynamite. So
yeah.
Whatever.
Fair enough.
But okay, let's keep it moving.